The night was dark and gloomy, with a thick, impenetrable fog surrounding the old, abandoned mansion atop the hill. The only sound that could be heard was the howling wind, which seemed to carry with it an eerie, otherworldly moaning. As I approached the decrepit building, a sense of foreboding washed over me, as if a great evil lurked within. Little did I know that what lay inside was far worse than anything my mind could have conjured up. It was a dark and stormy night, the kind of night that gives you chills even when you're inside. The rain was pounding against the windows of the old mansion, and the wind was howling through the trees. In the distance, thunder rumbled ominously. Lena and her friends, Lila and Mark, had stumbled upon the mansion on their way back from a late-night party. They were soaked to the bone and shivering, looking for a place to take cover until the storm passed. The mansion seemed like their best bet, so they climbed the fence and made their way to the front steps. The door was old and creaky, but it swung open with a loud groan when Mark pushed it. They stepped inside, and the dimly lit hallway and musty smell immediately sent a chill down their spines. They looked at each other nervously, wondering if they had made a mistake. As they made their way deeper into the mansion, they couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched. Shadows seemed to be moving just out of sight, and whispers echoed through the halls. Lena's heart was pounding in her chest as they turned a corner and stumbled into a large, dark room. The room was packed with old furniture and dust-covered antiques. Lena shuddered as she caught sight of a creepy old doll sitting on a nearby shelf, its dead eyes seeming to follow her every move. Lila and Mark exchanged uneasy glances, but before they could say anything, the door slammed shut behind them, sealing them in the room. Lena tried the door, but it wouldn't budge. Panic started to set in as they searched for a way out. Just then, a ghostly figure appeared before them, its eyes glowing in the darkness. It let out a piercing scream, causing Lena, Lila, and Mark to scream in terror. The ghostly figure vanished as quickly as it had appeared, but the trio knew they were not alone in the mansion. As they continued their search for a way out, they encountered more eerie happenings, doors that opened and closed by themselves, whispers that seemed to be coming from the walls, and even a hand reaching out from a darkened doorway, clutching at Lena's ankle. By the time they finally stumbled onto a way out, a secret passage that led to the cellar, they were covered in sweat and shaking with fear. As they ran from the mansion and back to their own homes, they couldn't help but wonder what kind of horrors lay hidden within its walls. From that day forward, Lena, Lila, and Mark would never forget the terror they had experienced in the mansion. It would haunt their dreams and send shivers down their spines every time they thought of it. But they knew one thing for sure: they would never, ever go back to that dark, ominous mansion again.